Hello. Today I'm going to go through the code for a crate which I recently published. The grades that I wrote was my first ever crate, and let's see if I already find spelling mistakes and bugs. Let's see. Let's just jump right into it. It's a library for extracting type information, like type IDs out of a tuple. And it's not exactly the safest option. It's also no-std, so it's quite decent. First of all, we import some things we need. Then we declare type. There's probably some crate externally that already defines the structure, so that kind of makes it probably kind of not compared to other such libraries. So maybe we shall change that. And then of course we have the utility methods for getting the type information of a certain t, and then we declare our extension trait. Then you can comment not how to say. And so we declare a trait called tuple-types, that stands for extension, and then we have a function types, which returns a vector of types which you declared before, and then you also have utility methods for just getting the IDs and just the names for types, and then we have other methods. These are actually implemented by the trait automatic. So the one that implements the trait doesn't actually have to implement them. And let's see, so these are basically methods that just take in itself and just use self the types. So they're like not that hard to implement, so that's why you don't have to implement them. Because then we use a macro. We'll go over that later. Then we will implement a tuple extension or extension for an empty tuple, which of course means that, or unit, it's basically a unit. And if it's that's the case, then it means that we have no type information, so we just always return on empty vector. And then we implement or we use this syntax here, which is using our macro here, the declined up top here, to automatically using our macro implement it for all these types of amounts of types in our tuple. And then we also have some tests. And you see, like testing the test tuple extension and other things, generally just tests. I won't go over them that deep. If you want to really log into the code, you can always just take a look at the repository, which I will link at the end. But we'll go through our input tuple x macro now, because that's kind of where the most of the magic happens. So basically here, this means that to use this, we use this brace types, and then inside here we have a repeating pattern. So we can specify as many separated by commas as we want. Here you see that's the separator, and what we can specify is t, which is an identifier. So for example, we could put any in, like you could put t1 in, like down. We could also put in hello or bye or my name. Doesn't really matter, but and it or T1, T2 to T7, and then we specify star, which means that it's repeating here, that it's here repeating, and then we implement for T, which is static, tuple extension for what's basically for a static T. We implement it for T up until the rest of the T's. So basically, that automatically generates us a vector of like this would, for this example, this would be this T1 and T2, and here will be T1, T2, and then right up until to T7. And then here we do basically we just get the vector, and we each time call the method to get information of our type, which is T. Because it's an identifier, we can just pass it in using the $sign to a function as a type parameter, and because of compile time, we got resolve to a type later. And then we also have the type ID of it and the type name, which is basically similar. Just we use the core any type ID and core any type name functions, core any type ID of function, I mean. And then that's basically how it works. It's not really that complicated. It's kind of very simple. There's probably also something about this already online, but I published it and it seems like I don't know. At least here it is. That's the GitHub repository. We'll also link it down here. And here should also be our crates.io page. And basically that's it. Goodbye. Until next time.